Mexico and go surfing. So we did, and then we ended up on a secluded beach where there weren't that many people around. It was really cool. And there was a full moon, and there was fog coming in. I wish that, because the lighting in here is so good, it'd be so cool, I should have asked for a fog machine and a moon to drop down. So there was a full moon, and then there was this old hotel, and nobody was behind the desk. So I kept ringing the bell, and a bat flew out. It was really scary. And then I kicked open one of the doors to the rooms, and we just went to sleep that night. And when we woke up in the morning, we realized we were in this place called Bahia de San Luis Gonzaga, and it was beautiful. Man, it was so beautiful. And then Jewel was wearing a yellow bikini, and she looked really hot. And I was wearing like board shorts, and I'm really skinny, so I came walking out, like I was all pale, and my legs are like toothpicks, and I was next to her. So we sat down, and then she said to me, I wish we could go whale watching. And then all of a sudden down the distance in the beach came 4 Mexican federales with guns shoved in their belts. And it was like they were in a Clint Eastwood film. Like you were gonna hear, ooh, ooh, ooh. You could see the heat rising up off the sand. And then they came up to us and they said, would you guys like to go whale watching? And I just said, no. No, sir, I don't want to go whale watching with you and your guns. And then Jewel said, yes. I know, so I had to go out on the boat with her. It was scary, I know what you're feeling. I was scared, my heart was beating. And then I said, what are you guys doing? He goes, we're looking for drug smugglers. Looking for what? Drug smugglers. Drug smugglers, okay. Is it dangerous? Es peligro? Sí, es muy peligro. Lifts up his shirt, he has 4 bullet hole wounds with exit wounds coming out of the back. He was like 50 Cent. And so, so I said to the guy, well, what's gonna happen? He goes, we don't have time to take you to shore. We have to go catch some drug smugglers right now. There might be a shootout. Would you guys like an AK-47? And I was listening to a lot of Snoop Doggy Dogg at the time, so I said, hell yeah, Dre, give me an AK. So he gives me an AK-47, and then he says to Jewel, would you like an AK-47? And she says, no, I believe in angels. So the boat's going across the water, and she's in this yellow bikini, and she looks really hot. And then she sees me with the AK-47, and she goes, excuse me, I think I'd like an AK-47 after all. Which is something you don't always hear a girl say in a boat in Mexico all the time. Excuse me, I think I would like an AK-47. So he gives her an AK-47, it's got a strap holding it, and she's got it right there. And she's in a bikini, and the boat's bouncing up and down. And her hair's going. She looked like she was Uma Thurman in a Quentin Tarantino film. She looked so hot. Right then I looked at her and I was like, I love you. And then we go to this island and the drug smugglers were running and they caught the slowest one. Just like when you watch the slowest animal get caught on the Nature Planet channel. And the guy told them where all the weed was buried. There was 56 tons of marijuana on a shipwrecked boat. And my heart was pounding. They had their guns drawn on these guys. And then the cop said to me, Esteban, you go get the marijuana. And I was like, all right, sure. I didn't really want to do it. And I had to carry it all. And it's green and it comes in kilos. And I'm Catholic, so I'd never seen pot before. I was an altar boy. So I carry all the pot onto the boat. And then they put all the prisoners on the boat and they're all handcuffed. And the boat was taking on water. It was so heavy and we're trying to get back to shore and I thought we were gonna drown. Somehow we made it back to shore and I grabbed Jewel by the hand and I said, let's get out of here. And that's when the cop said, Esteban, ven aquí. And that means, Steve, come here. Esteban, ven aquí. And I said, no way, it's hot now. I'm gonna go get some chili crab in Singapore. And then he said, Esteban, ven aquí. He goes, this is the largest drug bust we've had in years. And I said, well, what are you guys gonna do? And he goes, we're gonna have a party. So I said, that's cool, you guys have a party, I'm gonna get out of here. And then he said, Esteban. I said, what? He goes, take some. And I go, have a pot? And he goes, yeah. And I go, no way, I'll go to jail. I'm not taking any of that. And he opens up a switchblade and it's glistening in the sunlight. And he goes, I said, take some, essay. And in Mexico, essay is not written report. Essay is slang for take some mofo. I said, take some essay. So I said, all right. So I take a little bit, and he goes, take a whole kilo. So I go, okay. So I take a kilo, and I said, let's get out of here. And he goes, Esteban, let's take a picture. So my heart's beating so fast, and I'm holding the kilo, and they got like 50 tons of it behind us shoved into a box of bourbon, and we have guns, and I'm holding a Corona beer. We got our arms by the cops, and we took those pictures, and they're online on the internet. If you type in Jewel drug bust photos, you'll see them. And so, anyways, so I just said, okay, I'll get out of here. And so I'm walking down the beach holding a kilo, and I just gave it to this woman who was like 80, and she was making spaghetti sauce, and she put it in the spaghetti sauce. And then a whole busload of Mormon campers came down from Salt Lake City, Utah for a spaghetti feed. And they all had this spaghetti feed, and then I came out of the hotel at midnight, and everybody was half naked playing Frisbee. And I went to sleep. And when I woke up in the morning, I wrote this song. And then Jewel woke up and goes, I like that. And then we just finished the song together. It was beautiful how it all happened on a drug bust in Mexico. On a drug bust in Mexico. On a drug bust in Mexico. Mexico, 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 Mexico. On a drug bust in Mexico, Mexico. As they say him, it feels so far from where I've been. I got my eggs, I got my pancakes too. I got my maple syrup, everything but you. I break the yolks, make a smiley face. I kinda like it in my brand new place. I wipe the spots off of the mirror, now leave the keys in the door. I never put wet towels on the floor anymore. 'Cause dreams last for so long, even after you're gone. And I know that you love me, and soon I know you will see that you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Called my mom, but she was out for a walk. Consoled a cup of coffee, but it didn't want to talk. Picked up the paper, it was more bad news. More hearts being broken, more people being used. Put on my coat in the pouring rain. I saw a movie, but it wasn't the same. It was happy, I was sad. It made me miss you oh so bad. 'Cause dreams last for so long, even after you're gone. And I know that you love me, and soon I know you'll see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. I go about my business and I'm doing fine. Besides, what would you say if I had you on the line? Same old story, not much to say. Hearts are broken every day. Oh yeah. Brush my teeth, I put the cap back on. I know you hate it when I leave the light on. I pick a book up, I turn the sheets down, I take a drink and a good look around, put on my PJs and I hop in the bed. I'm half alive, but I feel mostly dead. I tell myself it'll all be alright, but shouldn't think any more tonight. Dreams last for so long,